Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jhosfine. If this is your first time here, we need you to join the family, okay? Kindly hit on the subscribe button below, and also don't forget to hit on the notification bell that comes after you subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload. Okay, in today's video we are just going to be doing an easy step-by-step eyeshadow application for beginners. Okay, so if you are new to eyeshadow application, you don't know how to blend eyeshadows on your eyes, then this video is for you. So if you're interested in this video, then kindly keep on watching. Okay guys, so we are up close and personal because we are going to go into details, okay? And I want you guys to see everything I'm going to do on my eyes. The first step you need to take when you're applying your eyeshadow, it's very important, is to prime. You need to prime. You can prime with an eyeshadow primer or a concealer. In this video, I'm going to be using a concealer. And I'm just putting it on my lid. The concealer gives the eyelids a clean canvas or like a base to work with, so it's very important to always prime your eyes when you're about to apply eyeshadow. You can go ahead and blend it out with either a concealer buffer or a beauty sponge, so either one works. Okay, so I'm just going to use this concealer buffer and just blend it out. You can leave your concealer like this and start putting on eyeshadow, okay? But as a beginner, I would recommend you setting the concealer in place before eyeshadow application. That way, it's going to be easy to blend the eyeshadows together, all right? So we're going to set the concealer in place, and I'm going to use this powder to set it. Always make sure before you set your concealer, you check that there are no creases, there are no lines, and everything is smoothly blended before you go in and set your concealer. Okay guys, so the eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be using, this one is from Beauty Treats. This is how it looks like. We're going to pick some shades from here. This is also the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, and this is the Dark Magic palette. I'm also going to be picking some shades from the Isa and Dose palette as well. The first set of brushes you also need is blending brushes, okay? This one is a blending brush. Blending brushes are typically fluffy, okay? So you need a blending brush. The second type of brush you need is a lid brush. These ones are normally flat and it helps you pack the foundation on your lid, okay? The third brush you need to apply your eyeshadow as a beginner is your pencil brush. These ones are normally tiny, that it's going to help you get to your lower lashes so good, okay? I sometimes recommend you adding a stiff blending brush to your brushes as well, because it's just going to help you when you want to add dimension onto the lids. Okay? When you're applying eyeshadow, the first thing you need to do is to apply a transition shade. A transition shade is typically a shade that is closer to your skin tone. Okay, so when you apply this on your lid first, it's going to help all the other shadows you're going to place on your lid blend together. So we're going to apply our transition shade, and we're using this shade from the Beauty Treats palette. I'm putting this a little bit above my crease. Your crease is the folded part of your lid, so this is my crease. I have hooded eyes, and when I apply it in my crease, everything else is going to get lost, so I'm just applying it a little bit above my crease, and I'm blending it in circular motions. Circular motions blend eyeshadows very well than using the back and forth motions, and it's advisable as a beginner that when you're starting to apply eyeshadow, you always, whenever you pick up the product, remember to dust off the excess before you apply. And then you always need to start from your outer V to the inner. That way it's even going to help you blend it very well. Like so. And now I'm just going to blend the edges with the same brush using circular motions. The next shade we're going to be applying is a mid-tone shade. A mid-tone shade is a shade darker than the transition shade you applied. So we are going to be using this shade from the Isa and Dose palette. Using the same brush, I'm picking up the product, dusting off the excess, and then I'm going to put it exactly where I placed the transition, but I'm not going to blend it higher like I blended the transition shape. So I'm just placing it right here. And now I'm just blending the edges with the transition shade again. Now we're going to go in for a dark tone shade. This is just to add a little bit of dimension to the eyes, okay? Using the stiff blending brush I recommended, I'm going to be picking up this shade and I'm just going to put this on the outer V and now drag it to my crease area and then use circular motions to blend it out. I'm going to be picking this dark shade. This one is a bit more dark, so I just want a little bit more dimension. So I'm just going to be applying this right here. After you're done applying the dark tone shade, you don't have to leave it like this because you can see the transition and the mid-tone shade is kind of lost, so you build up the shade. The last shade you need to apply is the light tone shade. That is the shade we're going to be packing on our lids. And I'm taking the lid brush to pick up this nude shade and pack it on my lids right here. You can go in and clean up the area with a concealer first before you pack on the shadow. If you know you're going to mess up with that, there won't be the need. Just apply the lid shade. I'm going to go in with this light shade to build up the lid shade even more. I'm going to go back in and use the dark tone shade to add a little bit of dimension to it. So I'm just going to pack it right here and just add definition to the outer V. Okay, so we're done with the top part and we're going to move to the lower lashes. I'm going to line my waterline. Because I closed my eyes to apply the waterline, it's going to tight line for me as well. Tight lining is simply adding a black liner to your top lashes. Okay. To tie everything in together, we're going to apply the mid-tone shade and the dark tone shade on the waterline. So I'm going to be using my pencil brush, the dark tone shade. I'm going to go ahead and apply the mid-tone shade to blend the edges of the dark tone shade. You can go ahead and use your pencil brush or the blending brush. So I'm going to use the blending brush to blend out the edges a bit more with the mid-tone shade. This is by preference, but I'm going to apply a shimmer shade to my inner tear duct. And you can also use a shimmer shade on the lid instead of the matte shade we use. So now you can go ahead and apply your eyeliner if you prefer eyeliner, but I'm not going to do eyeliner today. So I'm just going to apply my mascara. You can add on your lashes if you want. If you apply lashes, don't go in with heavy coats of mascara. Just go in with a light coat of mascara. Apply your lashes and then blend it in a bit more with the mascara again. And yeah guys, that completes this easy step-by-step eyeshadow application for beginners. One tip I want to add to it is when you're starting off to apply eyeshadow as a beginner, please do not start off with bright colors. Just go in with subtle and neutral colors like these ones. Later, when you feel like you're learning, you're picking up, then you can go ahead and practice with bright colors. But I hope you guys did learn something from this easy step-by-step eyeshadow application. You're able to pick 1 or 2 tips that you think is going to help you in your eyeshadow application, then kindly let me know in the comment section below. If you did love this video as well, let me know. Give me a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hey guys, that completes this look, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.